Welcome back, folks, to Fishy Planet. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we are going to be talking about how to troll effectively. Now, if you are looking for a particular mission or a particular fish in general, that'll be in the playlist in the description. However, today we're going to be talking about trolling because there is a few effective ways to do it. So, let's load in here. First off, right off the bat here, guys, we're going to show you just a plain Jane normal way. Obviously, you want to be where fish is. Like I said, you can be found in the other guides. But for right now, for the sake of the video, we are going to go ahead and show how to troll effectively. So, you can see here, we are going really fast. We cannot go down. You can see right now, it will not let us go down, right? We're clicking it. We're going way too fast. Let's stop. Let's start again. But I'm going to show you all the ways to troll effectively. There's, I think, like probably 5, maybe even more of them, right? So if I'm going in a straight line, that's the first way I'm going to show you here. If I'm going in a straight line, you can see my speed is at 1%. It'll take us up to about 5 knots on this boat. I generally do 5% or 1% on any boat that I'm using. I find that it does work for all fish. So what do? Now I normally cast out about 50 to 70 feet. Okay, so I went way too far here. We're gonna reel it in, and you're gonna see here. So if you're wondering about how deep your pole is in the water, you can look while you're holding it. You can see it's dropping. Now it's not dropping anymore, okay? So you can see that is where your bucktail is going to stay. For whatever lure, that's how you go about it. You just hold it in your hand. You can see how far it is. And you can use anything basically trolling. It doesn't seem like there's any limit. And also, once again, I went too far. So, like I said, I normally, barring something crazy like amberjacks or something else, when I'm trolling, I go about 50 to 70 feet. For our metric friends, that is 15 meters to 23 meters. So one other thing about trolling is you can cast one out in your hand. Also note that out of everything, that the plugs seem to sink the most when you are using them. Just so you're aware, we'll throw it out here just so you guys can see. And you're going to see right there the plugs. Oh, let's get it in. You can see the plugs will sink. Now, the farther you cast out, generally the deeper they will go currently right now in the game. But for most of the big fish in the game, we want to go relatively shallow. Like I said, there's not a lot that you're going to troll for very deep. Maybe amberjacks, maybe trevally. But for the most part, all your big fish most people are going to go for are going to be higher up in the water. So you can see here, we are doing about 5 knots. As you can see, this is an effective way to troll. Now, we are not trying to catch fish right now. I am just showing you how to troll effectively. So you can see, I don't care about the fish on the sonar. When you are trolling, you probably do want to pay attention to that. And we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Right now, we're just going to talk about the trolling methods at first. Now, you can also, and this is a very big one for me, you can do this, you can also back up if you want in a straight line on 1% as well, and it'll have very similar effects. So let's get that speed back up. Now that you know you can go forward or backward in a straight line, you're going to want to go and you can turn any direction while you're doing this, okay? It does not matter, but as long as you hold the steering button, you can pick up speed because you can see it slows down while it's turning. I have not found that it's super picky while doing this. If we turn while we're still in the boat, right now, as you can see here, it's going to keep turning for us. And this is really handy when you have a lot of people trolling in your boat. You can do this in forward and reverse. I prefer to do forward over reverse in both the methods that I'm talked about so far because I generally can see the fish. But why this is important, if we were targeting one fish, we could stay right where this thing is. Also, without being in a straight line, we don't get run away from that fish. The fish fight is going to be a little easier. And no, this isn't a cheat. You could in real life troll in a circle if you wanted. Now, even when you are in a circle and you're moving slow, these poles will still 100% go off. If I was in a spot where there would be fish, these things would be going pretty crazy. At the end of the video, I'll probably have some clips just to show you that we've been doing this quite a bit over the last few weeks of the thing, and it works well. Like I said, you can do backwards or forward. I haven't noticed a difference whether backup or forward is better. They honestly are about the exact same. The only reason I go forward is because I can see the fish as it comes up and fights with me. Now, another way you can troll, and I want to be very clear on this. This is right now. If it's in the pinned comment that I got that they change this, then it does change it. But you can actually go ahead and anchor in the spot that you want to catch fish. Stay anchored, turn your engine back on 1%, and right now, this counts as trolling. So if you bait out here, you can put bottom rods out while you're doing that, and you could cast in one spot and fish, and if it's a trolling mission, it will count. Now, if it's a trolling with plugs, for example, you have to have a plug on. So just keep that in mind. But sitting here right now with the engine on 1%, even though we're not moving, this does in fact count right now as trolling. That's what Fishing Planet mechanics do. So if you are a person that wants to target fish like that, you 100% can. And we did test this out just to make sure it did count as for on the missions. In fact, we've done it a few times. One thing I want to mention, I do want to keep this video short because this is strictly about trolling. When you're targeting a fish really quick, guys, you know, we'll talk about more of this in another video here coming up, but say right here we've caught some Pacific bluefin tuna. Definitely, if you take and troll in a circle, if that's what you're choosing to do, if you need to troll for them, just you go ahead, do it in a circle in that area, try to stay near it, which is pretty easy to do when you're doing a circle. That is very helpful. One thing to note though, guys, throughout my testing so far, the mahi-mahi, which a lot of times I catch over here, guys, if you're wondering, these have a tendency to not like when you troll in a circle. These are the one things that do like, you can turn up your trolling speed, and that is worth noting, and I generally only troll these in a straight line for a couple reasons. First, it seems like the bite rate is higher, and also they are at the very top of the water. So, and they don't fight either. They're not big fighters compared to everything else in this. So you can troll in a straight line, still reel them in, especially if you have level 90 gear. That's one thing to note is with mahi-mahi, I have noticed that trolling in a straight line does seem, in fact, to help them. Anyway, guys, you have a wonderful day. I think in tomorrow's video we're going to talk about how to target or find a particular fish. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time, folks. Have a good one.